This lesson is about a postulate for similar triangles. Now, let's talk about triangles. We could always prove that two triangles are similar by showing that they satisfy the definition of similar polygons. That is, that the corresponding angles are congruent and that the corresponding sides are proportional. However, there are simpler methods for proving two triangles are similar. In this lesson, we're going to learn about the first of these methods. And the first of these methods is that two triangles are similar whenever two pairs of angles are congruent. Now we could show this by means of a simple geometric construction. So let's start by drawing two line segments, one AB and another XY. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to construct angles at A equal to the same angle at X, and the angle at B the same angle as is at Y. Now if we were to extend these lines where we form the angle at A and the angle at X, and extend the line where we form the angle at B equal to the angle at Y, we would end up with two triangles. We could measure the third angle of each of these triangles and find that the third angle is equal. We could also measure the sides and find out that the sides are proportional, and indeed we would have two similar triangles. So formalized, this gives us a postulate, simply postulate 15, the angle-angle similarity postulate, which states if two angles of one triangle are congruent to two angles of another triangle, then the triangles are similar. Now, remember, this is a postulate, so we can accept it as true. We showed that it's true by talking about the construction. We do not have to prove it. And so we can simply state that this is a true statement. So anytime you have two triangles, two angles of one triangle congruent to two angles of another triangle, the two triangles are indeed similar. So how could we use this postulate? Well, let's say we had this figure shown on the screen. We've got two triangles, ABO and CDO, or DCO rather. Now, how could I prove that these are similar? Well, let's say I'm given the fact that AB and CD are parallel. Well, if AD and CD are parallel, then I know that angle A and angle D are congruent by the fact that they are alternate interior angles cut by a transversal. So if you've got parallel lines cut by a transversal, alternate interior angles are congruent. I also have angle AOB and COD are congruent because they're vertical angles. So therefore, I have two angles of triangle AOB are congruent to two angles of triangle DOC. So therefore, I can say by postulate 15 that these two triangles are indeed similar. So this is simply one example of how I can use postulate 15, the angle-angle similarity postulate. There's going to be others we're going to find in the book as we continue on our studies. Now go to page 256 in your textbook, the classroom exercises, do problems numbers 1 through 8, and post your answers in the drop box. Thank you.